Your cat is not restless at 2 a.m. It's hunting on a schedule older than your house. The word for this is crepuscular. It describes animals whose peak activity aligns with the low light hours around dawn and dusk. Not nocturnal, not diurnal, but something precisely in between. Domestic cats, Felis catus, retain this cycle from their wild ancestor, Felis libica, the African wildcat. That ancestor's primary prey, small rodents and birds, hit their own peak movement between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. A cat's eye contains a reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum, which amplifies available light up to 6 times beyond what human eyes can process. That's not a small edge. It's a different visual world. Cats also have a rod-to-cone ratio roughly 6 times higher than humans. Rods detect motion and low light. Your cat at 2 a.m. isn't stumbling through darkness. It's operating inside a fully lit perceptual world. A cat's ears rotate 180 degrees independently. Each ear functions as a separate directional microphone, triangulating sound sources to within 5 degrees of accuracy. Cats hear frequencies up to 79 kilohertz, a range that captures the ultrasonic squeaks of rodents, completely inaudible to you. The house you think is silent at 3 a.m. is to your cat full of sound. The 2 a.m. burst doesn't begin randomly. It follows a 4-phase predatory sequence: stalk, chase, catch, kill. Even without prey present, a cat's body initiates this sequence on a biological timer. Each phase releases dopamine. Neuroscientist Jaak Panksepp, whose seeking system research documented predatory dopamine dynamics across mammals, showed that anticipation, the stalk, drives stronger dopaminergic activation than the catch itself. That's why cats chase toys they never intend to touch. Between active bursts, cats perform territorial mapping. They scent mark boundaries using facial glands, a behavior ethologists call bunting. This isn't affection toward furniture, it's systematic boundary maintenance. Research published in Applied Animal Behavior Science in 2011 confirmed that indoor cats maintain consistent patrol circuits, the same routes, in the same order, night after night. Cats will stop at specific windows at specific times, night after night, not because something is always there, but because something was there once, and memory says it might return. Cats possess a hippocampus structurally similar to a human's. Cognitive ethologist Kristen Vitale-Shreve, in her 2016 review in Animal Cognition, confirmed that domestic cats form episodic-like memories tied to specific locations and prior events. When your cat stares at a blank wall at 3 a.m., it's not supernatural. It's a spatial memory retrieval event. The cat cross-referencing current sensory data against a location map built from previous nights. While navigating in the dark, a cat's whiskers are doing something most people never register. Each whisker is rooted in a blood-filled sinus and wired to the trigeminal nerve, the same nerve that processes facial pain in humans. Whiskers detect air pressure changes as small as 0.001 millimeters, 1 micron. Moving through a dark hallway, a cat reads the air displaced by furniture, walls, and small prey animals before making physical contact with any of them. When a cat executes the kill phase, even on a toy mouse, it delivers a bite targeting the cervical vertebrae. This isn't learned behavior. Kittens raised in isolation perform the same precise strike instinctively. Cortisol, the primary stress hormone, follows a measurable daily rhythm in cats. Endocrinologist Irene Rivas and colleagues, in a 2014 study in the Journal of Feline Medicine and Surgery, documented that feline cortisol troughs during the late-night predatory window. The nocturnal burst happens in a state of calm biological readiness, not anxiety. Around 4 a.m., most cats enter a quieter phase. The predatory cycle completes, body temperature drops slightly. A cat that's been sprinting through your kitchen will often settle near its preferred human, not for warmth, but proximity. The territory a wild Felis libica patrols in North Africa averages around 1.5 square kilometers. Your apartment is roughly 80 square meters. The predatory drive is calibrated for a world 40 times larger. That compression is why the 2 a.m. burst looks chaotic to you. Your cat is running a predatory program designed for open terrain, inside a space that is, by evolutionary standards, impossibly small. Closing the bedroom door doesn't suppress the crepuscular cycle. It redirects it. The patrol circuit simply excludes that room, and the cat maps an alternate boundary at the door threshold. Animal behaviorist John Bradshaw, whose 2013 book Cat Sense synthesized decades of feline behavior research, documented that indoor cats show no measurable reduction in nocturnal activity cycles even after 10 or more generations of domestic breeding. The genetic architecture driving the crepuscular burst sits in conserved regions of the feline genome, sequences unchanged across 10,000 years of domestication. Selective breeding shaped the coat. It didn't touch the clock. Veterinary behaviorist Letitia Dantas and colleagues, in a 2016 paper in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior, found that cats given food puzzle feeders and structured pre-sleep play showed significant reductions in nighttime vocalization, while physical activity levels remained essentially unchanged. That data carries a specific implication. Feeding addresses hunger. It doesn't address the predatory cycle. The cat that stops crying at 3 a.m. is still running the same patrol, executing the same stalk sequence, completing the same ancient program. What the research actually recommends: a 10-minute interactive play session using a wand toy moved in irregular prey-like patterns. Short bursts, sudden stops, directional changes. Allows the cat to complete the full predatory sequence. The sequence matters. Play first, simulating stalk, chase, and catch. Then a small meal immediately after, simulating the kill reward. This mirrors the natural predatory arc and signals to the cat's biology that the cycle is complete. Wildlife ecologist Luke Hunter, in his 2011 field study compendium, Carnivores of the World, documented crepuscular activity peaks across lions, leopards, and servals using GPS collar data. Domestication changed the context. It didn't rewrite the code. The cycle resets completely within 24 hours. Accelerometer studies of indoor cats show the same activity signature appearing on consecutive nights with less than 8 minutes of variation in peak onset time. A biological clock precise enough to set your watch by. Return to that dark living room at 2 a.m. The cat moving through it isn't restless. It isn't bored. It's running a sensory and behavioral system so precisely calibrated that 10,000 years of living beside humans hasn't loosened a single gear. Tonight Try 10 minutes of wand toy play before your cat's last meal. You won't stop the ancient program, but you'll give it a clean ending, and both of you will sleep better for it.